Hey there, person watching. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Divine Femme Tarot 888. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to see you. So tonight I thought I would check in with the family, see what's going on, or just see what any general energy comes out in this reading for you. We have started Leo season, so happy birthday to all my Leos out there. We started today, goes through the 22nd of August. So again, happy birthday to the July Leos, to the August Leos. Wishing you a wonderful trip around the sun. Also, thank you to my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so the next time I drop a video, you're notified. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind for someone else. And shout out to all my followers. I love you guys so much. I love the support. I love the comments, the shares, the likes. I really, really appreciate it. You guys make my day. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. What does a person watching need to know? What's going on? Friends and family. It's going to be about work, life, or love. So let's get into it. Let's see what's happening for all of my followers, for the person watching. What does a person watching need to know? What's going on? What's going on? Again, I usually do family readings with this deck, so let's see what's happening. Oh, distant horizon. Wow, okay. I feel like there's something that your family is really looking forward to, right? There could be an upcoming wedding. There could be an upcoming birth. Maybe moving. You could be buying a new family house or a new family compound. The number 36 or 63 could be meaningful. But yeah, there's something coming up in the future that's really exciting. I feel like a lot of the family is really excited about it, right? It's kind of the talk of the family, looking forward to it. Could be even selling a family home and maybe purchasing some property somewhere else in a different state maybe. Let's see, what else is going on? What else is going on? Let's see. Oh, mature man. Okay. This could be about a mature man. There could have unfortunately been a death in your family, or this could be a mature man maybe moving on with his life, selling the family home, again, purchasing a property elsewhere, maybe moving closer to his children, right? Could have lost a spouse also. Let's see. Mature woman. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is actually a couple, right, that we've got going on. So I feel like there has been some sort of maybe some health issues, right, that have come up. There could be Alzheimer's or dementia going on. There could be somebody with high blood pressure, maybe a heart problem. And I feel like in the distant horizon, the family's talking about moving them elsewhere, right? I feel like this could be a family, including children and parents of 5 or more. You could be an only child, though, of course. So, you know, again, take it how it resonates and leave the rest behind. I feel like this is a large family, though. And I feel like in the distant horizon, there may be people agreeing with this move and some not agreeing with this move, right? It's a matter of, you know, are mom and dad going to remember, or is dad going to remember, or is mom going to remember? Again, take it how it resonates and leave the rest behind. I feel like there definitely are health issues, though, with one of these two. And that's the reason for this move, that the family has to come to agreement. I feel like there may be, again, some siblings that don't want them to move, right? There could be siblings that... There could be some siblings that have stayed in the city or the town that mom and dad live in, right? And they don't want them to move because, of course, they've taken care of them most of the time, whereas other people are branched out, East Coast, West Coast, North, South kind of thing, even out of the country. Unfortunately, we got coffin. So I feel like, unfortunately, one of these mature man or the mature woman will end up eventually passing away. I mean, we all do. One could be more sick than the other. This could also be unexpected, right? I'm kind of shocked we got the coffin, though, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, there could be a death in the family. There could have already been a death of the family in the family, too. Poverty, yeah. And this could have also... Okay, so this poverty could have come in after the death in the family, right? Maybe one of the elderly folks had to be put into a home, had to be put into some sort of memory care facility, or a, you know, just a regular care facility because, again, high blood pressure issues, heart issues, and it was too difficult to take care of them, right? And again, the move, instead of to a house or a property or, you know, something along those lines, it could be into a facility. And again, family and friends could not be agreeing on that. There could be a lot of turmoil within the family. So take whichever, you know, story resonates with you at this point in time. Again, this could be a situation where, you know, everything is great. great and they just want to pick up and move. They want to kind of downsize. Or again, I kind of feel like this is more leaning toward some health issues that are going on, and it's going to probably cause a rift within the family. I feel like there are going to be some disagreements, and maybe some in the family thought this was going to be in the distant horizon, and it's actually going to be a lot sooner maybe than y'all thought, right? Let's see, message of concern. Yeah, there's been a message of concern that the family, I feel like, has already received. If not, you will be receiving it soon. For those of you who are not going through this right now, be prepared, right? Because you're going to get a phone call about mom or dad declining, right? Whether it's, you know, they've lost their sense of direction. They're not really eating anymore. They got bad news about diabetes, about a heart issue, about blood pressure issues, all, you know, all kinds of things. And even, of course, dementia, Alzheimer's. So again, if you're not already going through this, if this is something coming up in the future, you are definitely going to get a message of concern, and it could be a life or death message. Okay, so be prepared, person watching. I hate to give you that news. I have to go with what the cards say, right? This is also, keep in mind too, tarot is here to clarify what you already know, right? So I'm sure some of you are well aware of this going on. I feel like also a few of you aren't going to be very happy, and I feel like it's going to be one of the younger children in the family because you're not being told what's going on. Right? I feel like you kind of had an idea that something was going on with mom and dad, but you really weren't sure about it. I feel like some of the older children in the family or the older siblings were keeping this from you, right? They weren't being honest, right? Oh, he or she is in school, or they just got married, or they're expecting a baby, and we don't want to bother them. But this younger child, which could be you could be the youngest sibling next to the youngest sibling kind of thing on the younger side, I feel like you're going to be pissed. I feel like you are just going to blow when you hear this, because it's kind of like, you know, I deserve to know too, right? Yes, I've got all this going on, but that's mom and dad, and like, I should know. Like, you know, you're going to feel very upset about it. You are. It's going to upset you. Rightfully so, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see what's in this distant horizon. Let's see what's going on with the distant horizon here. Let's see what's going on with this distant horizon. What's happening in the distant horizon? Again, this could be a lot sooner than you all anticipated or expected. Distant horizon, lovers. Okay, so again, distant horizon, lovers. This could be just a deeply connected relationship, right? Family dynamic that you've had with your parents. And again, I feel like, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be lovers, but it's just the love that you've poured into your family and the love that you've received back from them. And, you know, you're afraid of losing that. And I think that being left out in the cold and not being told what's going on, again, is really going to be a problem for you. It's going to kind of cause a rift within the family and maybe some turmoil, right? Maybe some turmoil. What's up with this mature man? Let's see what's going on with the mature man here. Yeah, this is heavy, guys. Man, this is tough. Marriage. Yeah, this is a couple that have been married. I feel like they've been married for a very, very long time. Again, distant horizon. I did mention a marriage. Somebody could be getting married. Somebody could be getting pregnant. And that can kind of throw a wrench into everything right now too, right? So there could be an upcoming marriage going down another path with lovers, which could be one of the siblings that's trying to get married. And now it's like, oh my God, we got to take care of mom and dad. Like, they're not going to be able to afford to pay the wedding, or we're going to have to put the wedding off. Again, it could just be this divine connection between the, you know, mom and dad that they've had for, you know, 40, 50 years. And people are just freaking out at the fact that, you know, things are kind of declining right now for both of them. With everybody's busy lives, you know, it's hard sometimes to keep track. And again, sometimes siblings aren't honest with each other. You know, they don't want to upset people. They want to handle it. They think they can handle it. So be easy on your siblings. You know, it's hard for them too. The ones that are dealing with it on a daily basis, and the ones who may be living out of the country or living out of the state and really kind of don't know what's going on because they're not in touch that much. You know, they could have very important jobs, like, you know, be a doctor or an attorney and just busy all the time. And maybe their spouse or wife is the one that communicated with mom and dad all the time. And so they're kind of left in the dark. So kind of be easy on each other at this time, right? And if this marriage has to be postponed, that's okay. Or it can be sped up, one of the two. You can always, you know, check that option. What's up with the mature woman? What does a mature woman have to do with this? What's going on with this mature woman? What does a mature woman have to do? Wow, she doesn't want people to know what's going on. Yeah, concern. Okay. So I think the mom, the mature woman, is the one that everybody's very concerned with, right? She may be the one that has the heart issues, the high blood pressure, the dementia. She may be very forgetful, maybe also you know, she's the one that dealt with the money in the family, right? That really kind of paid all the bills, made sure the mortgage was paid, and some of that's starting to fall behind. You know, you could even go over there and maybe, you know, there's no food in the refrigerator, or lights have been turned off. Well, she forgot to do it, you know, and you looking at her, you would think, oh, mom's cool, you know, she's good, she's fine. But in reality, mentally, she may not be, right? And I feel like the family is really going to have concern about that. Let's see, what do we have with coffin? Tell me what's going on with this coffin, with this possible death coming up here. What's going on with coffin, or this loss? Could be the loss of a house too. Let's see, main female, yeah. Oh, person watching. It could be your mom that's passed away, that's going to pass away, that is about to pass away, that will pass away in the distant future. She could be the one that passes away first, again, from all of these health issues. I do feel like there's health issues with both of them, though. And I feel like maybe your father is really kind of stern and not wanting to say anything, you know, doesn't want to upset the grandchildren, doesn't want to upset the children, knows that his wife is going through a lot right now, and just is kind of a humble man, just kind of sitting back and not really saying anything. But yeah, I feel like the main female, you know, the main female and this mature woman is the same person, and it landed on coffin. So I feel like, again, could be the loss of a memory, right? Could be the loss of money. It doesn't necessarily have to be death, but a coffin is pretty, just like, yeah. There's kind of no way of getting around that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to kind of fit it into a different box, but, yeah, it could, yeah, just even could be the death of her mind, right? I mean, I'll try and keep it on a more positive tip. Let's see, poverty. This is deep, guys. I'm so sorry about this. My gosh. Oof. I was hoping it wasn't something like this. Let's see, what's up with poverty? And again, this whole situation could throw them in poverty, right? She could have even lost a lot of money, or the family could have lost a lot of money. They could have been giving away money to people. They could have been helping other siblings and family members that you're going to hear about. So this huge inheritance, or what everybody thought they were going to get, may not be there anymore, right? Message, yeah, you're going to get a message. There's going to be some sort of message coming in about this poverty, right? It's going to be, again, a bank statement saying, hey, you know, you guys are, you know, months behind on the mortgage, we're about to foreclose. This could be your bank account is now negative when it had, you know, a couple $100,000 in it, or yeah, you know, here's the check, we cashed it in for these annuities or these bonds that you had, and you're like, what the heck's going on? It could even be a message from a doctor, right, or from a care facility, or somewhere where your parents are currently right now. You could even find it going through their mail, because you're going to notice, you know, when you get to the house, you're going to be like, what the hell's going on? Like, the mail hasn't been opened in weeks, and things haven't been cooked, and there's no food in the house, and, you know, that kind of thing. So, and that did fall under poverty. So let's see. Yeah, poverty. So let's see, what is message of concern? What's this message of concern? And again, we'll see message of concern and message, right? It came out right after. Like, it's ironic that it didn't fall on here, but I feel like the message that's going to come in, that's how you're going to find out something's going on with their finances. Absolutely. And you can even pull a bank statement and find out one of your brothers and sisters has been getting a whole lot of money from mom and dad that you didn't know about it. They could be addicted to alcohol or drugs. They could be having financial problems. They could be using it for this wedding, for example, but they're using a lot more than they should. Pathway. Yeah, message of concern, pathway. So look at this picture. It's like a waterfall or a light. And again, I feel like it's about mom. You know, it's mainly about mom. There's been 3 cards right now that have come and pulled out toward her, toward this elderly woman here that we've got, this mature woman. What's up with child? What's up with child? So you guys are gonna try and find a pathway to help this situation out, right? Again, I think it's the distant horizon. You know, again, it could be this happening in the future if it hasn't already happened. If it's occurring right now, you're going to try and find a pathway to get them help, right? To get them out of that house, to get them, maybe even somebody coming in, a home health aide, a nurse, that type of thing, to take care of them. Maybe even hiring somebody to do their grocery shopping, to do, you know, get the medications, or one of the siblings is going to offer to do that, right? If they haven't already been doing that. What's up with child? What's up with child? What's up with child here? Oh, this is tough, person watching. It's hard when your parents get old, man. It's hard. It's one of the hardest things you ever have to go through. You know, you're in your 40s and 50s, and man, it's supposed to be a time in your life, and it's like, Jesus, you're like the meat in the sandwich, right? Now you got your kids, and, you know, basically maybe their grandkids, and you've got your elderly parents to deal with, and you're like kind of stuck in the middle, and it's tough. It's very, very tough. Mature man, yeah, child. So again, okay, so mature man. So this could be the person that is dealing with a younger sibling, right? The sibling that doesn't know what's going on. This could be the man that is getting married to one of your siblings or trying to get married to one of your siblings. And he may be able to step up and help pay for some of this stuff. I mean, he looks like a very, smooth, dapper individual. This could be one of your older brothers that kind of, takes the bull by the horn, so to say, and, basically becomes a patriarch of the family and says, look, I'm going to handle this now. Like, sister, you just chill. You've done too much. You're too taxed out. Like, I need to handle this now. He may be able to even come in with some money, right? Help the mortgage get paid, help mom and dad get into a facility, get some groceries into the house, that type of thing. That could also be a mature man, stepping up to the plate, right? Doing what he needs to do for his parents, which is amazing. Let's see, gift. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a gift that's going to come in to help you guys out with the situation. This is under lovers. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a gift, and the gift is going to be this mature man is going to step up to the plate and be able to help you guys financially, which I think is going to be absolutely amazing. So just take the offer. Don't shun it. Even though some of you are going to be pissed about it, don't. Just let the person do it. Yeah, official person, and this is under marriage. This official person could also come in and be a friend or a family member that marries these people, one of the siblings that's trying to get married. This could also be an official person that has to step in with the court system, right? To deal with like wills and trusts and powers of attorney and that type of thing. So you guys may be, meeting with people like that too to get that part handled. Let's see, what's up with concern? What's up concern with the mature man here? What's up with concern? Unexpected income. There you go. Right? That's good news, right? That could be part of the gift coming in to help with the situation. So there won't be concern about financial situations. You guys won't lose a house, thank God. Yeah, and then we got courthouse, right? And this has to do with the main female. Again, power of attorney. What's the document when do not resuscitate or resuscitate, a will, a trust. There's going to be something that has to go through the courts to get power of attorney in somebody's hands, right? So that may be what y'all might be talking about too. Let me see what else. A sudden wealth, and sudden wealth comes in message. So again, the message could be that you guys are getting some money, that maybe the house isn't as under as you thought it was, or maybe there's a lot of equity in the home. Maybe the home's actually been paid off and it's the bills and the lights and the garbage and the sewage that hasn't been paid. So there is going to be some sudden wealth. There is going to be some money found. I think it's the equity in the home is what's actually going to be good. And I think that that's what's going to probably turn around the situation, which is great because then y'all don't have to worry about that and you can just concentrate on mom and dad, right? Let's see, what's up with pathway? What's this pathway? What's this pathway? Courtship. Yeah, I think the marriage is going to go through, okay? I think it's better sooner rather than later. I wouldn't put it off any longer, especially with the message of concern that we had before, and especially with the coffin. If there is a wedding that's being planned, I say, maybe scrap the plans, do a nice little nuptials around the house, around the area that you live in, instead of this big, huge gala, and at least do it while both of your parents are still around and still cognitively able to understand what's going on and enjoy the situation. And then maybe do a huge party after the fact, something like that, right? That might be really cool, actually. Because, the family may need that. They may need that joy and that laughter. So don't put that wedding off, right? If this is you person watching or one of your brothers and sisters that, again, was planning on getting married in the distant future, don't put it off. Do not put it off. Do it sooner rather than later. Let's see. What's up with this wealthy man? What's this wealthy man going to do? Let's see. Thoughts. Yeah. Again, he's really thinking about this. He's going to put time and effort into this. He's going to come up and step to the plate. It's going to be a lot for him to handle though. So the siblings have to get together. And I think you guys just need to work together. You need to do what you can because this is going to be quite the journey, right? It's going to be quite the journey. It truly is. It's going to be a difficult situation, but I feel like with all the love and support with your family, you guys will be able to definitely get through this. I really do. Let's go with this deck. Let's get some tarot on this and see. Yeah, this is a lot, person watching. You got a lot on your plate right now. What I'll tell you. Yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot to handle. Again, it's sudden. It's not. It's some of you know about it. Others of you don't know about it. You kind of know what's going on, but you're not that in touch with what's going on. You've got your own life, so it might be very, very hard. Yeah. So we got the king. No, we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So yeah, mom's not doing very good. Again, she may have memory issues, heart issues, lung, kidney issues, liver issues, could be high blood pressure. I'm getting more toward the dementia thing, the forgetfulness of it, right? She's just not how she used to be, right? She's not, it's not that she's not loving and kind, but she's very confused right now. So it's hard for her to be herself, right? It's hard for her to be, oh, come on, baby, come in the house, hang out, let's do this, let me cook you something. She just can't do that anymore, you know? And I feel like some of the siblings are going to be crushed when they see this, as they should be. You know, yeah, you're going to get a lot of information coming in really quickly, person watching. So for those of you that are going through this right now, hang in there. It's really a tough situation. For those of you that this hasn't happened to yet, it's coming. It's coming hot and heavy. It's coming hot and heavy. And for those of you that have already been through it, like I said, just hang in there. You know, you're doing the best you can, truly. It's information coming in. It's going to be a lot of information and a lot to process at one time, especially those of you who aren't really in the loop, right? So if you haven't talked to your parents in a while and you have other siblings that are taking care of them, please reach out. Because, yeah, people are waiting for help, right? They need help. They're passionate about the situation. They need help. I think this wealthy man, whoever he is within the family dynamic, is going to come in and really help this situation, because there's a lot of love within this family, right? Y'all love your mom. You love your dad, granny, grandpa, however you want to take it. And people really want to help this couple. But I feel like, again, they're a very strong couple, right? They were always there for everybody else. And when you get into your 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, sometimes you can't be strong for the family anymore, and that's when the family has to step up. But I think this is a wonderful family. I think everybody has, family dynamics are a little wonky, which is fine, but I think you guys are going to be okay. Yeah, and there's going to be some immaturity happening, right? There's going to be some, I want it this way, and I want it that way, and some fussing and fighting. But I think all in all, the older siblings are going to be able to take care of this, yeah, and you guys are going to be able to manifest whatever you want, right? There's going to be a lot of love poured into this situation. They are going to be taken care of. The family's going to be taken care of financially, mentally, and emotionally. It's going to be very difficult, though. There's going to be very hard decisions, right? But you guys will be able to manifest anything you want, because your parents raised you really well. They did, right? I feel like there was a lot of you. I feel like it was a lot of siblings. I feel like it was kind of hectic at some point in time, but it was a family raised with a lot of love, right? A lot of good morals, a lot of good values. And I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be okay. There's no negative energy here anymore, right? It's all cleared out. The fuss and the fighting, the getting mad at each other, the people disappearing, that's all gonna clear up, right? Anybody that may have any drug issues, that's all gonna be cleared up. Yeah, it truly is. I think it's ultimately gonna be okay. So be aware, though, person watching. Be ready for it if it hasn't happened. If you're going through it, just like I said, hang in there. You're doing a great job. If you're going through it right now, like I said, everything will be okay. It just takes time, okay? And now that everyone knows what's going on, everyone will be able to pitch in their own way, okay? So good luck, person watching. If you like this video, throw a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you the next time I drop a video. Bye, person watching.